Hello everyone and welcome back. If you can see, Andy and me have massive smiles on our faces. Josh
I want to have a massive smile too. I mean, life's great, babe. A ball manager can't take it away from me. I'm sorry. Life's great. I'm healthy. I'm good. Yeah.
So we've actually took him from rehab today because he was having a lot of dark thoughts. Man didn't even choose to wear his jersey because he's that embarrassed today.
That's for the camera, by the way. It's
Rubbish. He told us before the pod, like, I was embarrassed to wear a jersey. That's how big a City fan he is. So, yeah, it is...
The roast session is just getting in gear, so please stick around. We've got some also depressing news because India just lost their first bilateral ODI series against New Zealand. So... bittersweet for me. Andy's coming to us with some F1 gossip and he's doing like F1 tabloid news today because it's like engagements and stuff like that. So stick around. It's a great podcast, but there can be absolutely no better thing to start this podcast with than Josh. How are you feeling, Josh?
You know what? I'm going to give you all time. Cook me, paste me, and then I'll go ahead. But I have nothing to say. I'll have to hold the L. Nothing to say, but yeah, that was...
The only good thing that I can say is that you all would have lost 6-0, 5-0,
7-0. And there were 3 offside goals, 2 crossbar shots. Yeah, would have been like a humiliation,
I mean, it's not like United just fired their manager. It's not like they've been playing horror. Oh, they did. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm going to take that back. I'll retract that statement.
Yeah. And speaking of, managers getting fired and players being mid and all of that, what happened to your star striker, my friend? I heard Holland was very productive in the field. I heard he was owning some person who was much shorter than him and all.
The chat before the game for someone, a non-football fan, was Haaland will pick him up and run with him and score a goal. And my guy could not even... Did he have one shot on target for the match?
He got bullied. He properly got bullied by a 5'5" bozo called Martinez.
Very cute,
To be very honest, I think there were only 2 players who deserved their wages for this week. They were Donnarumma and Koscielny. The other players should have walked back home. Because how do you not turn up for a derby? I couldn't care less if you lose against Sunderland, Chelsea. I couldn't care less if you hold the D to anyone else. Couldn't care less if Arsenal wins the league too. You know what? I'm beyond that. You cannot lose to United in a derby. It was just not about the loss. It was the manner of defeat. It was embarrassing. And the fact that I went with chest, okay, I watched with my Hyderabad City group. We all pulled up with our chest and all. We were gassed about the game. Oh my God, I just don't want to relive the thing because it was humiliating. And the United fans there, the way they were chanting and shouting, they were singing the United song, they were singing the Alex Ferguson song.
Yeah.
At one point, they were singing, I think they were saying like Viva Kobe Mainu, because he was back after like Amarim completely sidelined him for more than 3 or 4 months and all. I was annoying as hell, and the fact that we never even had a proper chance. I think there was one and it was cleared off by Diego Dallo. Yeah. We just didn't have a proper chance also, and they could have easily scored more than 6 or 7. Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. That was probably one of the worst derby performances we've had since 2020, since Scott McTominay scored that last-minute goal at Old Trafford. I think just before COVID. I think that was probably one of the worst derby. No one turned up. It was embarrassing. We deserved nothing from the game, and yeah, we do not deserve to win the title if we keep playing this way. I would much rather love Villa to win the title because we deserved nothing from the game.
Didn't you all lose to United last year as well?
Last year we lost at the Etihad, and this year we won at the Etihad 3-0, and then we lost at Old Trafford again.
Old Trafford,
so,
yeah. So it's not like it's a new thing for you. You're used to holding the L. Like you're acting as if like, oh my God, biggest embarrassment in the world. It's a regular City thing, unnecessarily hyping up one loss as if they were like, oh my God, this is like, it's a normal like mid-tier run team which just happened to have a few past glory days.
Didn't you all lose to the same United, by the way?
Everyone lost to that United, okay? Top 6.
Didn't you all lose the same United, by the way?
I know.
But at least we didn't Okay, I can't even
you
say
can't
anything.
say anything, my guy. Harry Maguire scored the winner against you all.
I know, that was...
But the thing is, see, the last 10 derbies, United won 3. The other 2, I'll take the L. Okay, one was a stupid penalty given away by Matheus Nunes, where Amad Diallo got one, where we didn't get dominated. This game, we got cooked, my guy. We had nothing. At least the other derby losses, we had something. We had chances. We were just sloppy. But this was a humiliation, my guy. Like, I don't have any other words. I was so pissed off. My head was so hot. I was about to crash out on the road. I was flipping out. You have no idea.
Yeah, we heard the voice notes
Yeah,
from
it
everybody
was-
else. So in our group
was-
chat, there was like message after message after message.
I didn't have the guts to open the GC2. It was bad. And the amount of FaceTime calls, video calls I got from this Baba United fans too after that. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst else.
So
Yeah.
there is something common between the two of us, okay? Whenever we've repped our clubs and went outside and watched it with someone, Man United had us cooked, okay? The last time, if you remember...
It's actually the first time for me. To be fair, yeah.
We went to Vincent's Papaya and then I
yeah?
got cooked. Yeah, I'll
I
bleep the
actually
name.
have a very good streak going with the City Club to watch a derby. We won all of them, but yeah, you know what? The less I say about the game, the better. I just feel like I might crash out again here. So
On that point, we're going to take you. We're going to make you talk way more.
Yeah.
We're going to make you relive this. Should we play the highlights? I think I just want to play it in slow motion.
it'll just be all of United's chances by the highlights. There was nothing. Yeah.
Let's look at Haaland. Oh, yeah, we are done watching him.
Fairs.
Here's my interpretation of that game, because I was coming back from work and I was driving a two-wheeler. So I had my in-ears on and I was listening to the commentary because I wanted to see what's happening live. But obviously I can't drive with watching the game. So I could hear commentaries, and you know commentaries don't reveal everything. They just talk about the past. And I was like, yeah, this is like, it looked like City had most of the possession because I kept hearing the names.
It was
Rodri.
Pablo FC, only position, nothing else. No shots at all. Yeah.
What I felt was, I felt the Man City team took the game too lightly because it was supposedly on paper United was a struggling team without a manager, and I think they were a little too casual, or they didn't push hard enough. That's how I felt looking at the replays and
That's
stuff.
inexcusable, babe. For a derby, it doesn't matter if you're 18th and United is like, I don't know, I couldn't care less. A derby, you turn up no matter what. Like an India-Pakistan game, you just say, you know what, Pakistan have a Baba team. I won't like pull up. I won't probably like, even for the optics, babe, just the way like Haaland lost a duel against that Bozo Martinez. He was walking around. That's exactly why, Haaland, I love you with all my heart, but you did not deserve your wages for this week. You were the worst player on the pitch. That's a problem. If he doesn't get the service sometimes, I feel like, fine, you can at least run it out. You can just press at least. He was not even pressing. He just gave up at the end.
On that point, shout out to Febby for giving me this pointer. But I've heard that Haaland is not the person to make the plays. He always needs to be fed a ball.
You're a striker. I couldn't care less how good you're on the ball. If you can do tiki-takas, if you have flicks, Jogo Bonito and all. Shoot the ball in the net. That's all I care about. You're a striker. Put the ball in the net, get your wages, get fed. That's it. Because Aguero was always someone who could link up play, who would hold bodies back and all, okay? Who can actually, he can, even at maybe right near the halfway circle and stuff, and also he could link up play and all. Haaland is good at that, but he's not the best at that. But he needs service. He's not someone who can just walk around. And the thing is, in Dortmund, he never had the position a lot because Dortmund are not like a position-based team. So they always got counterattacks. And with Haaland's pace, with the counterattacks, he used to go and score a lot. City, when De Bruyne was there and all, my God, the way he was fed. He just got proper crosses. He always got through balls. He always found a pass from someone else. We don't have the creativity right now. We have Cherki. But Cherki, I feel like he's still adapting. He's a baller, by the way. I will not stand a Cherki right now. He came on the 68th minute. But there was no creativity at all. There were no through balls. Fine. You did not get anything. But at least push someone, shove someone, slap someone in the head. It's a derby. How do you not turn up? He was walking around the pitch.
I'll tell you what I love about this
Yeah.
as like a complete casual. All the edits that I've seen were just City players being bullied.
Yeah.
They were just being thrown around. United was moving like prime Barcelona at one point. Like
Yeah.
I've not seen United pass like that in forever.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe they were doing it against City in a derby. It was like,
Yeah. Again, formation wise, I think we were fine. We were missing some key players. I will not like hide behind the fact that we didn't have proper defenders. We were playing Max Alaine, who just came 2 weeks ago, who was on a loan. And because we lost Guardiola and Ruben Diaz for long-term injuries till the end of the season, exactly why we bought Gehi, because we have no defenders. Ake is washed. My guy, wrap it up. Time to learn Arabic for you. Rico Lewis, my God. I don't think you're good enough for the club. I know you're a City grad. I know you came through the ranks and all. You came through every single thing, all the hardships, but I don't think it's good enough for the club. The second goal, did you see Dogu's goal?
Yeah.
When the pass came through from Matthias Cunha,
Yeah.
Rico Lewis was ball watching, my guy. You should like immediately clear the ball. He was just watching the ball. And you see Dorgo come, make the run, and he just... So I feel like the formation was fine. I don't blame Pep for this. He played all the right players. I felt like the changes were right. We got Cherki in. Foden should have stayed because Foden always turns up in like derbies. Man dunks on United always. So he should have stayed, I feel. But apart from that, I can't even blame Pep on this. It's fully on the players. They did not turn up. They did not... I felt like they didn't care about the derby enough. Maybe they just felt like, you know what, we're 7 points out of 6 points away from Arsenal. We're giving up or something. I don't know what it was, but... Yeah, they just could.
Like I said, so they just didn't care enough.
Yeah,
it looked
and
like
you can't do that for a derby. I mean, if you're like 15 points away and all, if it's like a Villa, fine, just give up. But not against United. You can lose to anyone but United. Okay? You just can't. Yeah.
one very important point now, because just last week we were discussing that if there's an 8-point gap at the top, you said that will probably be too much for them to overcome. It's at 7 right now.
Again, I watched Arsenal's game entirely last night. It's toothless football. Okay, it's like they're missing the front two teeth. They have everything. They have all the wingers. They have the creativity. They have Eze. They have Odegaard. Okay, by the way, Odegaard and Eze are stinking up the pitch. They were smelling. They had absolutely nothing last game. But they have one of the worst strikers I've ever seen in the Premier League, Victor Gyökeres. So with the way Arsenal are moving, they've had 2 Ds to by the last 2 games. They are not scoring at all. If Arsenal move this way, no matter how crap we are, if Gehi comes and solidifies the defense, if Semenyo starts balling and all, we have a chance. And if not us, Villa are playing amazingly well. So I do not rate this Arsenal team. It's not that Arsenal are great. It's the fact that other teams are crap around them. Arsenal, did you watch the game last night? Arsenal's, they were so bad. They were crap. It was just... Yeah, I mean, they were not even trying hard enough. And then you see Declan Rice for the optics at the end saying, we were crap again every single time. So I don't think Arsenal have the minerals for that also. Even if it's like 10 points, I think if there's like a sneaky charge where City make like a 4-game win, like a 4-game win streak and stuff, or if Villa gets something and all, I don't see this Arsenal team competing that well. So I kind of take it back where I say that 8 points is too much. I feel like at this point, with the way Arsenal are moving, even 10 points might be good.
So what you're saying is it was an off night for City.
No. We haven't won a game in the last 4 Premier League games. We held 3 Ds and 1 loss now. So it's not like we had an off night or something. It's just the fact it didn't turn up, by the way. I don't think the City team is a team of 2023, 2024. I think we don't have that capability. We're missing, obviously, De Bruyne is like one of the biggest misses. But in terms of creativity, there's no one who has a spark. Like if the game is dull as hell, if there's nothing going on, except for Cherki, I don't see anyone just making that one ball which completely splits the difference and all. So I really hope, if not for us, I would love to see a Villa League title. It would be massive for the Premier League, by the way. If Villa win, that'll feed generations. It'll feed families. Yeah, so.
Okay, putting you on the spot here, putting you in the manager's position, if you were asked to replace Pep tomorrow, strategically, what would you do? What would be your what's your realistic target for the rest of this year?
Before I answer this, I will never ever say a word against Pep. He has given me probably the greatest moment of my life. Okay, you can not win for the next 3 years. I will still not go against you until you have a contract in the club. I will back you no matter what. You're the greatest manager I've ever seen. you've given me moments I will never ever experience again. So I will not say a word against you. But if you choose to leave the club, okay, I would want Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique just won the Champions League with PSG. They have a Barcelona connection. They already linked up before. Luis Enrique was also the assistant coach for Pep at one point. So they already have a link up and they already have like some juju going on. So I would love to see Enrique. I love his football. I love the fact that they're always, the way the gegenpress, again, the word that I used last time, they're a high pressing football team. They will not let you breathe at all when the opposition team has the ball. So Enrique would be my ideal option, but oh my God, it would hurt to see Pep leave. 10 years, by the way. Come this June, it'll be 10 years.
What changes would you make? Let's say you're targeting the EPL this year.
That's like a homeless man going to Andy and telling him how to run a business. And makes no sense. Like I have ball knowledge, but in terms of tactics, I'm a casual. So I can never tell Pep what to do, but I can see some areas we can improve. We play such a high line for someone who has a mid defense. Our high line, did you see a high line yesterday? It was like Babbas who ran to Turkey, the high line. It was that high. Like for someone who doesn't have a good defense, why are we playing so high? Did you see when Mason Mount came in the 90th minute, he just had a clear-cut chance. One through ball, it split our defense completely. So I think when you have such a vulnerable defense, don't play such a high line. I don't want to tell you what to do, but I don't think we have the minutes where just defend balls no matter where it comes. We don't have a leader in defense right now like a Ruben Diaz. So just make sure we don't have a high line. Get draws. Just don't lose to United. Just don't lose to... We are playing Tottenham, Liverpool next. Away, that too. Tottenham and Liverpool away. Tottenham, my God, that's a bogey team. We can win against prime Barcelona 2009 but not win against Tottenham at home. So that's a bogey team. So I'm mad scared. I don't have trust in my team right now. So I will not say that, I will change this and everything will be fine. Just the fact that I want to see more effort. Show more heart. That's it. That's all I want from the players. It's tactics-wise, I can't chat to Pep. Yeah.
I think we have roasted him enough. But please, we would love to hear more. And I love the Instagram commenters. You all know who you all are. As this reel goes up,
go all out on the comments, okay? Go all out. We deserve it this week. All out, yeah.
But unfortunately, I think that's the end of our City rant. And now we're going to come to another person. He at least was...
D after D after D after D.
I mean, my guys, he's repping the club. And he's
unlike
feeling...
you. Okay, for the people who don't know a lot about us, this is being shot from my home. Because he didn't come in his City jersey, I went and changed into Liverpool jersey just to dunk on him.
I mean, but it's brave considering you guys just drew.
D after D after D after D, and that too against a relegation Burnley.
Okay. It's better than D after D after D after L, okay? It's still better than D after D after D after L, so you can shut up.
But against relegation Burnley?
Against Man United,
relegation Burnley, my guy.
You
How is
can't.
How is the same relegation Burnley?
Yeah, it's not the same. It's worse. You losing to Man United, okay? Yeah. So I was telling it's charity FC because we've lost we've drawn against all three promoted teams. If I have not drawn.
Leeds, Burnley, and
who was the other one?
Why am I forgetting the other promoted team? Sunderland.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll be realistic. I know last week I came across as the most optimistic Liverpool fan. It's just a coping mechanism, right? Like, we're all waiting for the season to be done because clearly, like how he's said for City that he wants to see more effort on the pitch. I have the opposite. I want to see more effort from the manager because I clearly look at Wirtz's goal, man. Like that was one of the best finishes and best moves and back and forth that happened in the penalty box. You attempt on goal, like there was a save, there is another person waiting to cut back and score. All of that is fine. The talent is fine when it's like, and especially for Wirtz, I will bring this up because I know in the beginning of the pod I got cooked a lot, but this guy has 6 goals and assists in the last 7 games. Okay, every game he's showed up. There is talent and all the people who are being questioned are showing glimpses of like top level of play. That's the problem. It's just the players are not the problem. We have no clue what is happening in terms of the push. Like you spoke about the pressing, right?
Yeah.
They're all
Your
chilling,
team don't
walking
press at all,
around the pitch, man. It is so depressing to watch. There are 3 or 4 players you will see running, and then there is this backline that just strolls around, waits for the ball to come in. And I'll tell you another thing that I keep watching. Most of our plays are very passive. In the sense, let us say, of all the crosses that I saw, of all the pushes that we did at the opponent side of the field, everything goes to the winger, and then it comes back to the center again, and then it goes to the other wing, and then there is some block happens, and then it comes back to the center. There's nobody making any creative crosses to the penalty box. Now, the second thing is, there is 2 kinds of defense that these guys do. They are very good when the opponents are slow. So they crowd out the defensive side, and yes, when the like for example, who did we play against, man? Like
Burnley.
At Burnley, when they were pushing in into our penalty box, if they are taking their time, you will see that like 8 players are in the box and they suffocate. That's fine. But let's say there is a through ball that comes in, you just see like the entire defense give up, and there is one guy.
Sneaky theory, bhai.
Yeah.
Trying to get him sacked.
You know what? I've been.
I rewatched the supposed like a penalty.
Yeah.
Last game, I'm telling you.
And someone put
none of the players
Steven
rated
Gerrard.
Ball. So Gerrard, for like prime ball watchers,
I know this.
Back in 2000, so it was Roy Hodgson, 2012, 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong. Roy Hodgson. His record at Liverpool was crap. Okay, so Gerrard gets like a proper chance to lock in like a penalty, and he misses it on purpose. So he looks at the manager, looks at the pen, and just misses it on purpose. So
and then he does this
and stuff and all.
Yeah.
So I have like a sneaky conspiracy that, you know what, they're trying to get him sacked because Xavi Alonso is jobless right now. My guy's on LinkedIn putting open for work bol ke, okay? Xavi Alonso being a Liverpool legend, I think he wants a job, and I think the Anfield crowd will embrace him. They love him there.
Can we rewind a little bit? Did you say that a football player looked at his manager and missed a penalty?
Yes.
Isn't that like spot fixing? Like how
No,
is
it's
it?
not. It's not. You don't get any money from that. You're just trying to get the manager sacked. So, yeah.
How do you know How do you know if he was not?
Nah. So they never rated him. The moment that was done, after Hodgson got sacked, they got Brendan Rodgers, with whom they almost won the league, if not for Gerrard's slip. So they got a mad good manager after that. So when you know that the clubs, because Liverpool, they're a mad lethargic club. They are not quick like Chelsea. The moment you have a bad run of results, or like prime Madrid, they will not sack managers. They're mad patient. Okay, they have like some Stockholm syndrome or something. They will just not let managers go unless they resign or something. I think the only manager who I remember got sacked properly was Brendan Rodgers. I think it's a famous Henry meme also, where he touches Carragher's leg, because they don't sack managers that easily. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp was there for 9 years. So I think the players sneakily want him to leave.
Again, conspiracy theory. Like
Slot, don't leave, babe. Please don't leave, my guy. We are enjoying it, babe. Just don't leave.
I don't care.
At least we don't have the worst ball manager in the league. There's one more ball, he was a fraud. Even he can't even defend him, babe.
Improve, man, please. That's all I can say. Please. I know we are 15 points behind behind Arsenal at the moment. So clearly, title is not something that is realistic. But if you miss out on Champions League, and
y'all be in the trenches after that. If y'all don't get Champions League, my guy is gone before he goes to dressing room only. They'll sack him immediately.
Like, see, I'm right only. No,
So, you can't even mention Europa League.
I thought I said something wrong. Like, I think we want to see more games, and I think the one good thing I would say about Slot is, I won't say that he used the money wisely, but he got good players in. They're all talented players. You're
the kind of person to find the good thing in a serial killer too, babe. My guy, there's nothing good about slot. That's terrorism ball.
Arey, you know, like as a Liverpool fan, you have to be patient. That's how the club is. That's why you have a like song that says "You never walk alone." I know that like Slot might have dark thoughts of what am I doing with the team, all of that. He never walks alone. When he gets sacked, yeah, we won't think about him. But till then, as a fan, I will be patient. That is what good fans do. You back your club, even if they are going through the trenches, you stay with them. Okay, so that's my Liverpool way of supporting the club. Okay, so
If you all know AFTV, okay, there's a Baba called Ty on AFTV. He's the Liverpool Ty. My guy. How are you optimistic about Slot Bay? I don't get it.
I'm too new to football. Maybe that's why.
Fairs, but I rate that though. If
Right,
I was in a position, I would crash out, baby.
The thing is, I don't know if my followers clock it. This is how I was with Red Bull when Red Bull was horrible in F1. After Vettel left, Red Bull had a slump where they were 4th and 5th. And I was still a massive Red Bull fan. Like, this is me. I am, as a person, I don't immediately slander Christian Horner, even though he deserved a lot of slandering, especially towards the later half of his career and all. But yeah, it is what it is. So
can move on to Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, their draw didn't even hit like copium because it was good. It was vibes to just see the crash out of the AFC fans, the Arsenal fans, because it felt like they got a massive chance to put their legs on City's necks properly. Like kill off the title race and all, make it like 9 points or 11 points. If they won against y'all, would have been 9 points. They won yesterday, would have been 11 points. But they kind of still found a way to bottle it. So it doesn't hit the same after our loss, but it's something. It's something to like go by at least for the week. Some good thing in the week.
what's the Villa's?
If Villa win tonight,
Everton won. How can you lose to Everton? What is happening?
Villa lost at home? That is nuts. Villa's record at home has been mad. They've been dunking on teams at home and Everton won.
How did Everton
This
win?
is the Premier League, babe. This is the most unpredictable league in the world. You just can't tell who's going to win. Yeah. And now Villa and City are on the same points and the same GD also, I think. Goal difference too.
Yeah.
If Villa won tonight, Arsenal would have been only 4 points clear. And the head loss that Arsenal fans would have if Unai Emery goes on and wins it. Because he got sacked by Arsenal after a year and a half. But yeah, that's not happening tonight.
Man United being at 5th is like a...
Imagine how washed the league is, babe. If United are 5th and Liverpool are 4th, imagine how washed the league is.
So there's something that I noticed as someone who just kind of follows these things. Generally, the top 2 or 3 clubs, don't they have a lot more wins if they played like 22 matches? Isn't it usually like... Because I know when City was...
a lot more wins.
So when City was winning, let's say, 22 matches, wouldn't they have generally 18, 19, 20 wins when you're on a...
Look at the amount of draws that we had. 4 draws.
Yeah, so even
That's
United...
exactly what I'm saying. The league is washed.
Because United is in 5th.
Exactly.
And they've only won 9 games.
United drew 8 games, lost 5, and they're 5th, my guy. Liverpool lost 6 games. They're 4th.
So are you saying even if Arsenal win this...
It'll be one of the worst title wins ever. Not a single bozo will remember their win.
Like Australia's 2021 T20 World Cup win?
I want to say something, but I know the Indian fans will flip out and all, but yeah, Fez. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of managers getting sacked, we were actually doing a watch along of the El Clasico game last week, and we just thought if Madrid loses game, his Paka gonna get the sack. Ain't no way Papa Perez is gonna keep him in the job after losing to Barcelona and after holding all those Ds. He actually got sacked the next day morning, and I heard that there are rumors that he was not sacked. He resigned.
Yeah.
Because I later went and watched the video. I fully deeped like what happened. Xavi also wanted to give the Barcelona players a guard of honor for winning the Supercopa. Mbappe told, ain't no way that's happening. All come. You all come here and all, okay? And all the players started glazing him and no one gave him a guard of honor, and they all followed Mbappe. He lost the dressing room completely. That's the problem with Madrid. It's never about coaching, tacticals and stuff and all. It's all about these big players, big egos, Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe. These big players. What's the other one? Valverde. Like these big players, you just can't manage them. They're like too many superstars in one team. Rodrigo, all of them. So I think he completely lost the dressing room, and I heard that he told, I can't do this anymore. I want to resign. So technically, it was not a sacking, apparently. Yeah, so I think it's good in a way. The fact that he clocked that, you know what, I just can't manage this. Because Alonso is someone who fully goes on tactics. He fully goes on rondos. He goes on like things. Goes on proper mind games. Because he's from the Pep Guardiola school of coaching. Like he was under Guardiola at Bayern Munich when he was playing for Bayern. So it's a very good decision, I think, for him to come out of Madrid, because Madrid needs someone like Ancelotti who just has aura. My guy just puts up his eyebrow or something and they scored a goal. Someone like Zidane, because people respect the crap out of Zidane. Like you can't chat to Zidane. Zidane has done everything in football. Yeah. But Alonso doesn't have the same pull, the same cloud or the same motion for Mbappe to say, you know what, no. You can't do it. Mbappe called all the players and they all followed him.
Yeah.
But isn't that kind of fair? Like as a current player, would you not? I mean, I kind of agree. I wouldn't want to give my biggest rival like a guard of honor.
But if the manager says something, listen to the manager, my guy. The manager's last words just go no matter what. I know Mbappe has achieved a lot, but he has achieved nothing at Madrid. Remember that. All his accolades are from the World Cup with France and at PSG.
Yeah.
With Madrid won a Champions League before he came. They won the La Liga. My guy pulls up. What did he win last season? Nothing. So he pulls up here. He has so much ego and all. He has to. If he has so much ego, I'm pretty sure he's deserved. Okay, like what all he can, he has the credit in the bank because he's done so much for the game. But at Madrid, he has done nothing. So the fact that he told the players, no, don't give a guard of honor, don't listen to Xavi, come along with me. So they had some kind of juju and all, some beef.
But this is a rumor, by the way, right? It's a rumor. It's not.
Like prime like Madrid fans and stuff. I watch a lot of these fan channels of Madrid and all. There's one person, shout out to Faisal from SDS. He's a big Madrid fan. And he told that there are inside sources that he told, I just can't manage anymore. If the players are not listening to me, if I lost the dressing room, ain't no way I'm going to be here anymore. Yeah. And I think it's good in a way because for me, I would not like it because I'm pretty sure Alonso is going to go to Liverpool once Slot gets sacked. And that's a very good thing for Liverpool because Liverpool play on tactics. They don't play on like player power and all these things. But I'm just wondering who's going to come to Madrid. Like, what are the options? Ain't no way. And the Baba who got Arbeloa, Arbeloa was Alonso's assistant coach. Yeah. If those bozos are not listening to Alonso, do you think they listen to this NPC bozo? He played at Madrid. He was there for 16 years, by the way. Okay. He won the Champions League. He was there for La Decima and all. But ain't no way they want to listen to this bozo if they're not even listening to Alonso, who has won the Champions League with Liverpool, who was there at Madrid, who was at Bayern, who won the league with Leverkusen unbeaten. So if he doesn't have the respect, I don't get it. Like, who are they going to hire right now? I think they'll do a remontada with Zidane, or they'll get Ancelotti for the third time. They won a Decima with him. He came back, won 2 more Champions Leagues, and I think they might get him back because he's coaching the Brazil national team right now. Yeah. So I don't see the options. The only possible option I see is someone who's headstrong, like a Thomas Tuchel. Like Thomas Tuchel can dominate the players. Like say, you know what, if you're not doing this, I will put you out of the team. Someone who's commanding over the players. So Tuchel is one option, and the only other one I can think of is, you know what, Antonio Conte. Yeah, but I just don't see who else is going to come to Madrid because it's such a toxic club. You don't do well for you hold 3 days, you're out, my guy. I get it. I love the standards. I love how high the standards are. You don't win anything, you're out. Immediately out.
And for the players and the money that you spent,
their ambition is something else, right? Yeah. Like Ancelotti doesn't win anything one season. He won them 2 Champions Leagues. One season he doesn't win anything. He's asked to leave. So, yeah, I think that's a very good thing for the comment section. Who do you all see Madrid getting as the next coach? Because this Baba Arbeloa won't be there for more than 2 months also, I think. Yeah, they'll get him sacked for sure. He won against Levante. I think they won against Levante. Madrid 2-0. Yeah. But that was some Fugazi Mickey Mouse win. Yeah, I don't know how they even won that. Mbappe had a Fugazi penalty and all, which he dived and all. But yeah, I don't know what the long-term process for Madrid is because Barcelona are like locked in with Hansi Flick ball. Pause. I would love Hansi Flick at my club too, by the way. He's under the Guardiola school of coaching. Flick was trained under Guardiola.
Everybody's Guardiola school of something.
My guy,
fine,
all the best managers, Xavi, everyone learned from Guardiola. And guess who Guardiola learned from? The GOAT, Johan Cruyff. Johan Cruyff walked so Guardiola could jog. Guardiola jogged so these babas could run. Johan Cruyff is like the standard of coaching, like the GOAT of coaching. Yeah.
While we're on this topic, you have anything else?
No, so basically,
Yeah, by the way, there was a rumor of Klopp going to Madrid, and Klopp the next day with chest told, I ain't no way I'm pulling up to the club. He made it all. You know what? I want to give these basis rumors some cloud. He told, no way.
someone said he
No
could have
way.
just said no. Why did he have
Just
to say
he went on a hole. He was spitting bars saying, ain't no way, my guy. Bolke.
That's Klopp, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, one of the strongest rumor link-ups was Xavi Alonso coming to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I will not think about that till it is official. I will not.
You're the only slot section I've seen in my life, babe.
It's nothing to do with.
You're the biggest slot glazer, babe. Are you like some
I'm not
fiscally
glazing
attracted
him
or
at
something?
all. I'm not glazing him at all.
Every Liverpool fan I know wants him out. You're the only one, babe, who's saying, you know what, I still trust.
See, I can think about a lot of things, but what I choose to say and what I choose to share is what I believe, which is if he is in the club, you back him. As a fan, you take his side when the club decides, because I'm too far away from the club, man. I'm sitting in India, Hyderabad somewhere, and like people over there
I'm
who
from
are
Leeds, no?
Yeah.
I'm very close to Manchester. Yeah. Guy,
He's from the...
just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you have to be close to the club, babe.
Right, that's the point, right? Let them do their jobs. When decisions happen, we'll back them. That's it.
I wish I was as optimistic as you, babe. My God,
No,
you're...
basically, by his logic, this pod is the most useless
Yeah,
thing.
babe. Yeah.
There is no point over this opinion. It's just that anyone is going to do what they want. Imagine if we turned up like this every week, baby.
Yeah,
We
babe.
can't even slander Gambhir. Like, it's just...
So yeah,
He's
so
trying. Gumby's trying.
come, yeah, you said, give your manager some slack.
That is a very good way to transition to cricket right
Yeah.
now.
I was
Can
actually...
we start off with the India News and ODI series first?
So I'll tell
A home test and ODI series lost to New Zealand is brazy.
It's not just New Zealand. It's New Zealand C. It's not even New Zealand B.
No Williamson, no Ravindra. Like, Brace will even play this game. Yeah.
So there was this stat on Twitter. Okay, someone was like, so India has not lost the last 7 bilateral series, ODI series, to New Zealand. And someone replied, Gautam Gambhir, this is a stat. Please don't take it as a challenge. And what did my guy do? He lost.
When was the last time India got knocked out in the group stage of T20 World Cup? Scenes of my life if that happens at home, babe. Scenes against Namibia.
No, I'll tell you what. The ODI team, we don't know what we're doing with the ODI team.
Yeah.
The test team, we don't know what we're doing with the test team.
Yes.
But the T20 team is pretty settled. But speaking of that, I think Shubman Gill as a leader, I'm not sure. We were talking about having the conference of the dressing room. Gill is right now not in the best of form. I know he's
Should
been...
have a deeper voice. I think they listen to him, babe.
He's just-
You can't say, boys, let's go. Ain't no one's gonna follow you, Baba. Hey, boys, let's go, no.
Previous week he was worried.
For the next 60 overs, they should see hell out there. Imagine Gill saying that. Would have been jokes in the dressing room.
My God. No, but like generally, he's not been in the best of form. And when he did score runs, he did it with like Kohli kind of scored faster to keep up with like the run rate. The manner of the loss again was a little weird. It just feels today again, Kohli I think saved us from a lot of embarrassment. 54th century, another century in a chase.
Is Kohli washed? I know you'll get rattled, babe. Yeah. Hey, but that inning was something else today, yeah.
Yeah, and he needed some support from the other end. I think Rohit Sharma, so we were talking about how coaches not having the dressing room. So Ryan Tenduskate, did you see the comments about Rohit Sharma and Nitish Kumar Reddy?
So I first fully deep what happened on Twitter. Then I went and watched the press conference and I read Manoj Tiwari's comments. Why are Indians so rattled the moment you all say something against Rohit Sharma or Kohli? Listen, Ryan Tenderskate is the assistant coach. Someone asked him, what do you think is happening to Rohit Sharma? My guy is an Unk who's almost on the verge of being washed. He had a bad series against New Zealand, fine. He just told he's not having enough game time. He did not say anything wrong. He's not playing all forms of cricket. He doesn't have enough game time. My guy Tiwari gets rattled and says, you know what? What Ryan Tenderskate can't even say that. He hasn't even achieved 5% of what Rohit Sharma has achieved. Who told he has achieved in the first place? As an assistant coach, if someone asks you, hey, what's going wrong? So you can just tell, you know what? I think this might be the reason why he's failing and all. He's not performed his best. And the way he got rattled, and I see a lot of Indians saying, you know what? Why is this boss from Netherlands chatting about our greatest ODI player ever? I don't get it. Like, I found it like totally baseless and I felt like it was fugazi. What do you think?
So, I had no issue with the comments about Rohit Sharma. I had an issue with what he said because all of the main Indian players were playing the Vijay Hazare Trophy.
Yeah.
So Rohit Sharma played, Virat Kohli played, and so Rohit Sharma, in fact, one of the games he scored 100. Next game he was out for like a 2-ball duck or something. He was caught pulling a ball. But I don't buy that excuse that he was short of game time. He was playing. He played a match like a week ago before the New Zealand series. That was the whole point of the Vijay Hazare Trophy. So I don't have an issue with him. He is the assistant coach. If he wants to call something out.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma, I didn't have an issue. With Nitish Kumar Reddy, I didn't really understand what the point of that was. Was he taking a dig at the captain? Was he taking a dig at Nitish Kumar Reddy? Because him saying we want to give him opportunities, but he gets an opportunity. He gets an opportunity and then he doesn't do much. So I didn't really know who that dig was at.
By the way, he was India's second best player today for the third ODI.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a very, very good innings until the pull shot. I think that's something he needs to work on. But I think Ryan Tenderskate doesn't like Telugu people. That's my thing. Nah, jokes. The Nitish Kumar Reddy thing felt baseless. That didn't feel like a valid point. But the Rohit Sharma thing, I don't get the outrage. I don't know why everyone gets rattled and has some head loss and all the moment you say something about your goats here.
So I think what is affecting a lot of people. So first thing is we've not even touched upon the fact that we've lost the series. There's so much to get into on that. But you don't see Rohit and Kohli playing for another 5 months. And the fans...
The IPL?
I mean, but in Indian colours.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair.
But like if you're waiting to see them play as an Indian player, you have to wait 5 months, and then I think people they're looking forward to seeing them playing, and then when they don't play well, and then someone says something, they kind of react very
riled up and all, yeah.
Yeah, so that is
fair, yeah. I want to go to the funniest thing I saw this week, babe. The Barber slander. I don't know if you all watched clips of Smith denying a single to Barbaras. These Babas get pasted anywhere they go. That song, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. It's Pakistani players get battered First, it was Rizwan who was asked to return the fun. Imagine a T20 game and someone say, Baba, come back more again. Because his strike rate was very low. They told it felt like some gully game where you say, hey, that's my bat. It was crazy. And then Barbarism is denied a single. And then there's one shot where Baba was supposed to dive and he doesn't. And then the commentator says, Baba, get out of the way. They would never chat about like that to Indian players.
I love that because so Smith, for the first thing, there was miscommunication. Okay, he thought Babar was going to stop it. The next one, the very next ball, the ball was hit to him again. He didn't let Babar even get in the way. He's like, I will dive and I will throw it. As a fan of cricket, I just want to thank whoever was responsible in the BBL for contracting the Pakistani players because it is the most entertaining thing as an Indian fan to see Babar and Rizwan embarrass themselves match after match. So if you guys have been watching along, and I'm sure you have, you know the whole incident about Smith denying Babar a single. Andy, just some context for you. Yeah. So T20 match, David Warner has scored one of his best hundreds. I think they've set 190 to win, and you have two of their country's best test players. Let's be fair here. Test players coming out to open the batting. So Steve Smith and Babar Azam are batting together, and if they had gotten going, it actually would have been amazing. It would have been like when Sachin used to open with Sanjay Surya, when Ricky Ponting and Sachin.
Mumbai Indians,
Yeah, so it was one of those dream pairings that everyone was looking forward to. Babar Azam started off really well, and after that he was struggling to score. And Steve Smith, being the senior batsman there, he was wanting to get the game moving. So what happened was Babar played 4 dot balls against an off spinner, okay, as a right-handed batsman. And the last ball of the over, he hits it to long on for a single. Smith denies that single. He says no. And Babar looks confused. He's like, because I get it. In Pakistan, he is the biggest player they have. No one says no to him. Yeah. In Australia, he's nothing in front of Steve Smith. And he's really angry. And Smith says no. They want to go for, what is it? Power surge.
Power.
So he wants to go for this power surge. And Smith, credit to him, he scores 32 runs of the next over. Okay, he sits.
A mad 6 to by
he hits a 107 meter 6, almost like onto the second tier of the ground.
Know Smith, it's not his forte, like to hit a massive 6 with the way that Baba bats and all. You just can't be in a position to hit a 6. My God, but he's not a T20 player at all.
But the fact that he did that, okay, so he denied the single and he hit 32 runs off that over. So now you being the batsman at the other end, shouldn't you be like, oh, the pressure's off me right now? Babar gets bowled, gets pissed off. He just turns and walks away, okay? Heads to the boundary, whacks the boundary board, and then apparently there are rumors that he went into the dressing room. And I love this. So people are like, he was so angry, he went into the dressing room and he locked the door. So the head coach heard that he locked the door. All of them ran there and locked the door from the outside also. So
no way.
What am I hearing?
They're the funniest players ever.
The best joke was,
who says, I got angry, I went home and I locked the door? Like, who says, at least slam the door?
It's not the first Pakistan to be pissed off this month. Australia.
Because Rizwan was also...
No, Khwaja.
Nice. But the best part was, the meme that I love the most was when he was walking off the field, he hits the boundary rope, right? So people are like, Babar not understanding what it means to hit a boundary. Now to add to that, the humiliation, okay? Rizwan, so Babar and Rizwan are Pakistan's best T20 batsmen. Best, I'm putting in quotes there.
I flipped out, when I watched the video, the batsman saying come back. That is the most humiliating thing, my guy. That's like saying, hey, give my bat back. Imagine how washed you must be when they say, just come back. I'm sorry, not whacking.
And to add to that, okay, so people are like, all the Pakistanis are like, oh, you've pissed off our legends. Wait and see. Wait, when Babar is angry, he's going to unleash another version of himself. So he responded today, and credit to the people that called it out. He definitely did not, he wasn't denied a single because he only scored 1 run of 7 balls. And that was, if that was angry Babar, my God, the world is trembling. And Rizwan also, Steve Smith in his innings, he hit 4 sixes. So the commentary was that Rizwan in the entire BBL season, he had not even hit 2 sixes. So Rizwan came out and he's like, I'm going to show you guys what I can do. He did hit a 6. And then he was out the next ball. But it's an improvement. I think they're working on it. Maybe BBL, like what, another 4 years down the line?
Yeah.
They could be...
More than that and all, just Rizwan wearing pink. It's so funny, man. It's the funniest. I still can't get over the Rizwan thing,
For all the viewers watching, we are recording from Coimbatore. That's where our hometown is, because I don't want Pakistan you guys to come.
Also,
all you triggered all our Pakistani fans.
But on a serious note, I know Indian fans, we love to troll Babar. I know that we love to dig into him about how he's washed, how they were comparing him to Kohli, but now we can't even compare him to Shubman. But on a serious note, like even for the KP, the interview with KP, they were trolling him about his English because he said boost pumps. And guys, genuinely, I know we like to make fun. Let's not make fun of his English, because his batting is enough to make fun of him for. We have enough material. You don't even need to worry about the English. It's fine. Leave the English for Rizwan. That's a 2, okay? That's where we should keep it at. But Babar as a T20 batsman, I know you're apparently the leading run scorer in T20 internationals. My guy, to quote Josh, put the fries in the bag. It is over. I'm hearing rumors that he's not even going to get...
Finito.
Yeah.
Aipoindi. Sefini. Ovarida.
I'm hearing rumors that they're going to drop him from the Pakistani T20 World Cup squad.
Yeah. I mean, what has he done to even... Yeah, but to get a spot in the first place. Imagine their own team member calls him back to the World Cup or something, saying you're whacking this comeback ball.
Yeah, thank you so much for the entertainment, Pakistan. But
Yeah.
I know we were just discussing last week about him being the test GOAT, but what an innings from Steve Smith.
Okay. That was especially that 1-6. Okay, I rewatched it multiple times. I don't know what shape he got into and all. How did he hit a 100-meter plus 6 by Steve Smith? I think it's just the form from the Ashes. I think he's been playing a lot of cricket. Even though he was not the most consistent in the Ashes, I think it's just the fact that he played every single test, right? Smith always used to miss a couple of tests and stuff. And all the fact that he was so... I think he had a lot of practice, a lot of game time too. I think that's exactly why he's in amazing form with the BBL. And he's just fresh out of the Ashes here.
I heard there's a rumor that he wants to play the Olympics, the 2028 Olympics.
Uh-huh.
And that is only the T20 format.
Yeah, format.
So I think he's pushing for selection there. He looks in really good form
Very
though.
good form.
Yeah, so
amazing form, yeah.
he played well today as well.
I didn't check the score today.
Yeah, I think he scored a 60 or something. He was bowled by C-Tech Malinga, Zaman Khan from Pakistan, the guy with the slingy action. But yeah, let's see where that goes. We wanted to do this new segment called Crazy Stats. So this week I've got something that when I only looked it up, I was like, what the heck? Okay, I just could not believe the statistic that I'm about to say. So Virat Kohli...
His jawline? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you would be
Anushka, you lucky woman.
Okay, so Kohli just played his 299th innings.
Oh,
He scored his 54th Test 100. He now has 131 scores of 50 or more in 299 innings. You know what that means? He scores at least a 50 every 2.3 innings. At least a 50 every 2 innings. I mean, this is the pinnacle of ODI cricket. I know people say it's probably not the most difficult format, but my God, if scoring a 50 every 2.3 innings, the absolute GOAT of ODIs. He again chase master today. He couldn't quite finish it off, but yeah, what a
There should
batsman.
be a stat about the most L's you've taken after scoring 100.
See, I'll tell you what the issue with that is.
Because he has a lot of hundreds. Fair. I think Tendulkar has a record, by the way. for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I mean, obviously, if you have a
A
100,
lot
then
of
they're
hundreds.
like, yeah.
Fair. But yeah, I mean, I know we had this discussion last spot and all. Is Kohli washed again? Tests, yes. ODIs, you are the GOAT, my guy. No one can chat to you. No one will ever chat to you in the future. No one will ever come close to this. Tendulkar has 51. 51? He has 54. I mean,
No. Then in ODIs, 49, yeah.
Tendulkar has 49 and you have 54. I mean, if the Baba you're looking up to has 5 less than you, I mean, yeah, there's no one who can chat to you. I mean, there's no discussion ever. Like, no one can ever say, you know what, there's someone close. It's the end of the discussion. You can't say Virat Kohli or it's Virat Kohli. That is the GOAT of ODIs. And you can say the GOAT of white ball cricket. Forget ODIs. The GOAT of white ball cricket too. Yeah.
Okay, so while we're on the subject of white ball cricket, I thought it'll be something kind of interesting to discuss. Okay, so last week we were kind of debating who we thought was the best fielder that we had ever seen, that we'd ever watched. Today we're going to be discussing the greatest T20 innings ever. And internationals only, because there are a lot of leagues and there are a lot of... and
Or T10s.
Yeah, no T10s, and sorry associate members, no associate members, so no 100 of like 27 balls like that Nepal player who scored it.
Power Ism's 105 balls against Zimbabwe or something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, and Andy, you also have to kind of give us your opinion on this. Yeah. I am gonna start off, okay, and I'm gonna start off with...
We'll go pump for pump. You start first.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with one which is, it should be a default.
More starter pack thing. I know what you're going to say.
No, I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say. Yuvraj Singh's
Oh, okay.
the 58 ball 58 ball Yuvraj Singh's
12 ball
16 12 ball 50 and his 58 of 16 balls against England, the one with the famous 6 sixes of Stuart Broad. I remember watching that live, and I think all of us were just in awe of just incredibly clean striking. What made it even better was the fact that context, okay? So India were looking at maybe getting 160, 170. And the over before that, Flintoff comes up to Yuvraj
and speaks something. Or
and he sledges him. And apparently he said like, I'm going to like destroy, I don't know what, like something horribly offensive. And he took all that anger out on Stuart Broad. One of the best live moments that I've witnessed. And one of the defining moments of that successful World Cup campaign for us.
I think that set the pace for T20 cricket going forward, because that was the first T20 World Cup and people were just experimenting. Like back then it was just for the vibes. It was like a Fugazi tournament. Like no one rated it that highly. But after this and after what happened in the India-Pakistan final, I think it just set like a precedence for the entire tournament and the format. So I think that's like a pinnacle moment.
I think the best thing about picking a T20, the greatest T20 innings, is the fact that we're not going to limit it to it's a century or it's a 50, because some of the greatest T20 innings have been played in like 10, 12 deliveries. You know who I'm leading into with this?
Remember the name! Carlos! My voice broke saying that, babe. I can't even be Ian Bishop anymore, babe. Yeah. Carlos Brathwaite's 36 in 10 balls or 11 balls. I'm wrong. I might be wrong. 20 required of 4 balls. You whack 4 sixes against Ben Stokes. That is nuts. I don't think there's ever a better way to finish a World Cup final. So I think that has to be in my top 5. And just the way that his entire life was done, sorted. My guy was logged in for his life just with that one innings. And he also hit a century against New Zealand, if I'm not wrong, a 106 in the same or a previous tournament.
No. 2011.
11 he wasn't there.
2015
I'm not really sure. He hit a century too. So after this innings, his name was on the map. Man had insane motion. So the 36 of 10 balls, I know it's a 36. It might not be like a 145. We will get to Maxwell's innings, but that has to be in my top 5 for sure.
So I actually have another one from the same 2007 tournament. Yuvraj Singh. 70 in the semi-final against Australia.
I don't remember this innings that well, actually.
So there was one standout shot for me, okay? So Brett Lee bowling like 148, 150, bowls one into the pads. Yuvraj Singh flicks him into the stands over mid-wicket, 120 meter 6. And the best part of that innings was, if you look at the strike rates of the other batsmen, right? So Gambhir was at 96. Sehwag was at 69. Robin Uthappa, who had started like whacking Mitchell Johnson, was at 121. Look at Yuvraj. 233. He took down Stuart Clark. He took on Andrew Simons. He gave us momentum and we won that match because of his 70. Dhoni also had a great cameo, 36 of 18. But I will never forget. And Michael Clark was the one who got him out. He hit one, he mishit one to mid-wicket. Otherwise, he probably would have gotten to 100. He was in red hot form that day.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually. I don't know, for some reason I can't deep this.
You should watch highlights of this match.
Watch,
it's amazing.
Guys.
Okay, next one.
I definitely have Maxwell's 145 against Sri Lanka in 2016. I think at that time that was the fastest T20 international century. I think scored in 40 balls, if I'm not wrong. He absolutely whacked them, and it was 145 and 62 or 65 balls, if I'm not wrong. That has to be there, because just the sheer amount of runs and the stroke play in that, my God, it was something else. So I vividly remember the innings properly. I can remember some shots too from the innings. So I think that has to be there for me.
Are you only putting Maxwell there, not Aaron Finch's? He's got 2 150 plus scores at T20. Okay, the 172 against Zimbabwe, fine, we can put an asterisk against
Zimbabwe that. Zimbabwe is Zimbabwe tax and all. The other one came against
England. The 150, I think was it at Cardiff? 152.
Pull up the score now for that. This innings also, I don't remember a lot of shots. Now that I see the stat, I remember this. But for some reason, the Maxwell innings etched in my memory. Like I remember watching it properly, so I would put that. Maybe not in my top 5 at least, but I would definitely put that in the list. But the next one I want to go to is something. I feel like an innings. I know a lot of people talk about this one innings of Kohli, but the innings I will never forget because it came against Australia in 2016 was at
82 or 51, I think.
My God, bae. Let's see, it might not be like a 145, it might not be a 150 or like a fast 36 or something. Just the stroke play, bae. Just the shots, just how calm he was chasing. It was 160 the score by that. I remember Watson and Peter Neville. I think Peter Neville was a keeper, if I'm not wrong. Peter Neville, yes. I remember him hitting a six of the last ball, him and Watson like walking off together. I thought, you know what, we have this in the bag.
In the semi-final.
Semi-final, Rohit Sharma gets out quickly. I see Dhawan getting out quickly. My God, that innings, I just won't forget it because people chat about the one that you're going to talk about next. I know because you'll glaze him. We watched the game together too, so I know like your reaction for that. But this innings of Kohli has to be up there. But I want to give a shout out to one more person before that. Surya Kumar Yadav's 122 against England 2022 recently.
Yeah.
What were the shots, my guy? I will not forget that innings too. So that has to be just for the stroke play, just for the range of shots, for the flicks, for the scoops. Yeah, that has to be there.
I'll tell you what, I also have another Surya Kumar Yadav 100 against New Zealand.
Don't remember the switch.
I think it was
Which year was this?
The 2021, 2022, the one where Rohit Sharma, we won a super over. Rohit Sharma hits 2 sixes of the last 2 balls.
Before COVID.
Yeah, just
before COVID, 2020, yeah. Fez.
So, Surya Kumar Yadav was in red hot form. I have another Surya Kumar Yadav innings that I remember. His 100 against New Zealand in 2022. The most vivid thing I remember of that innings was Lockie Ferguson charging in, bowling 140, 145. And Surya Kumar Yadav, they had brought the offside fielders in. He just kept hitting him over like deep point. He hit this one lofted drive with his wrists. He got a drive towards basically like a wide third man. Huge sixes. I don't know how that's possible. Like, how do you do that? You know, I know right now he's out of form, but there was a point when Surya Kumar Yadav was AB de Villiers as a T20 batsman, and then just below that we had Surya Kumar Yadav.
C-Tech de Villiers.
Yeah.
But I think Sky, you need to lock in, my guy. I know there's a T20 series coming up, and you're the captain too. You need to lock in and do something because we can't say sky's the limit anymore if you fail.
Okay, I have one which is a little underrated. I don't know if you'll rate this. Dinesh Karthik, 2018 Nidas Trophy final.
That's a mad shout, babe. 5 required of 1 ball and you hit a cover drive 6. That is nuts. Ice in his veins, babe.
And the fact that it was 34 required of 12 and he took down Rubel Hussain the previous, I think 22 runs of the previous over, 20 runs of the previous over.
Show me a shortcut ball in the last over, an opening batsman.
Yeah. Okay.
Now glaze, babe. Glaze off. There'll be a glaze off. He'll be drooling, see now, yeah.
See, I'll tell you what. Context of the match, the fact that it was a T20 World Cup, there has never been a greater T20 innings played than Virat Kohli's 82 against Pakistan. The fact that it was 20 of 8 at one point, I'll say this like with a lot of confidence. It is not even about stroke makers. There are better stroke makers out there. There are people who will hit a lot of sixes. A lot of people will glaze Chris Gayle, Rohit Sharma. There are a lot of better, cleaner strikers of the ball. But put anyone else in that situation, the only person that's going to come out of it and actually win that match is Virat Kohli.
That back foot punch of
Haris
Rauf, my God. It's probably known as one of the greatest cricket shots ever. People were in awe, babe. They just stood there and admired the shot. Like, even if you're like an op or something, you have to just admire the shot, babe. Back foot punch to a bowler who's bowling 150, that too towards long on, is nuts. Like, if you ever played cricket, you'd know how difficult that shot is. You should be telling, like, just glaze that shot.
Virat Kohli goes down the ground. Virat Kohli goes
out of the ground.
I see it now also, and my God.
And we watched the game together, by the way, and he was on his knees, babe. He was screaming and squealing, yeah.
The fact that... So the game was gone. We had no business winning that match. He pulled us back in, and so I watched his interview after that. So he said, he calls himself Chico, and he's like, I don't care what you have to do. The next 2 balls have to go for 6. Do whatever it takes. You have to get 2 sixes, and he did it.
By the way, I know no one chats about him. Ashwin, the way you left the ball for the wide, ice in your veins, but that was the coldest. Couldn't care less about cold. So it was, let me get this right, I might be wrong, 2 required of 2 balls?
2 required of 1 ball.
Of 1 ball.
Hassan Nawaz.
Hassan Nawaz, a spinner, bowls a ball towards the leg stump. It's kind of wide. So any batter, if you need 2 of 1 ball, you automatically have the instinct of touching the ball and just running a 2 or something. But Ashwin, being so calm and so cool, leaves the ball, moves up just a bit to the right and leaves the ball.
He was standing outside leg stump.
Yeah.
As the ball moved towards him, he moved and let it go for a wide.
And then the next ball was
He
1 required of 1.
Steps out and hits it over mid-off for a 4.
4. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So I remember, and even Ashwin's interview after that, he's like, "Oh, I looked very cool there." I was so glad. If I didn't see the umpire's hands going out, he's like, people would have stoned me. I know that. So,
but yeah, I know that was coming anyway. But yeah, that has to be the greatest T20 innings ever, just for 3 things: the pressure, okay, playing Pakistan at the MCG. By the way, you think it's the MCG? 90% of Babas were Indians. Okay, it was just a sea of blue. The pressure, okay, everything's on your shoulder. Everyone fails. Only Pandya and Kohli are the only ones to stand up. And just the moment, okay, and just the shots, the stroke play, even the 6, the one towards mid wicket, even that is not a bad shot, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, all these things, I think that has to be top one. We can't even chat about that anyway. That's an undisputed top one.
coming to F1, Andy, like I said, you've got a lot of hot gossip for us this week.
There's no hot gossip. Just like how you all did something I wanted to run. I had an idea that I wanted to do. But before that, last week we spoke about Audi's engine and the sound. And this week we have an update on the livery. And again, last week we were so in awe of the older sound coming back. Right? And this week we have the older Red Bull colors coming back. And you know that Homer Simpson meme of Homer watching TV when he was a little kid and then having a smile on his face? What? That meme is exactly me, because that car looks like Sebastian Vettel's car. And the fact that see, there are too many good things that happened at Red Bull. The fact that Ricardo and Max had a link up again at Ford, and they did. You saw the video of Arvid Lindblad driving.
My guy Arvind, I'm rooting for you, babe. What your name is? Yeah. Arvind, I'm rooting for you. Which car?
Racing Bulls, RB, the sister team of
the Google Pay one, Red Bull Google Pay one. Yeah.
Visa Cash.
That's what I say.
Yeah. So Red Bull, all good things. I like the color. What do you think?
I'm always a fan of, because there was this thing, right? Teams to save weight were not painting their cars.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that colors are coming back. I love I mean, I was not a fan of that Red Bull team, but I love that livery from 2014, 2015. So yeah, I loved how the car looked.
So that is one thing that happened. In another news, more like a tabloid thing, we in this pod spoke about Charles Leclerc getting engaged, and we got a couple of nice comments as well on that. So we are doubling down. When Charles Leclerc got engaged, he looked at his friend, Alex Albon, who is the other Williams driver. So he said, "I'm putting you under pressure now." Basically means I've gotten engaged, so what are you waiting for, kind of thing. 3 months later now, Alexander Albon and Lily have gotten engaged. By the way, I know the the hardcore F1 fans would know this. So there is a season of Drive to Survive where Pierre Gasly, who was the first Red Bull driver, gets demoted and Alex Albon gets promoted from the other Red Bull team. And Alex Albon in that season looks really, really cool because he was a step up from Gasly on paper. Right? And he has a couple of good finishes and stuff like that. So when that Drive to Survive series was out, there was a golfer called Lily, who was a world champion golfer, followed him on Instagram and DM'd him. And that is how they went on their date. It was because of Drive to Survive, the Netflix show. They got to know about each other. And they're like a random stat, but yeah, that's how they started dating. Yeah.
Okay.
Even Formula Tamil needs the seasons to start. My guy is going full Love Island over here. He knows how they met on.
So the thing is, he's spoken about it in public also. That's how I know. Yeah, so they are now engaged. That's the tabloid news. Another important news for Ferrari, which is your race engineer for Hamilton got sacked. Not sacked, he's just moved out of...
He's been demoted to Ferrari Driver Academy. He's not even involved with the F1 team anymore.
Oh God, okay. So your thoughts, because I have nothing but laughs.
I'll tell you what, one of the main things about a race engineer is, it's not just about giving strategy. You're supposed to form that bond with your driver, okay? All the really successful driver pairings have that. So if you look at Bono
and Lewis,
or if you had GB and Max also, but I said GB, sorry.
GP.
Or if you have GP and Max also, but my guy, what's his name? Adami
in F1. My guy is spawning everywhere. Okay.
Adami, there were points in the season where Lewis would be like, guys, I'm really sorry, but I think we did a great job today. And I hope, we're motivated to do better. Silence. My guy wouldn't even reply on the radio. So I don't know how good he was as a race engineer exactly, but I just feel it'll do a lot of good for Lewis. Like his confidence will probably come back. But yeah, let's see. Hoping.
So the thing is, Ferrari are very Italian in their way of doing things, right? So that there is a culture there. Hamilton forever has been in the English team, and he had Bono for a long time, who's also a proper Britisher. So their level of sarcasm and their level of like communication was always on point. Bono says, Lewis, head down, hammer time. That means, no distractions. I'm not going to talk. You just go ham, right? Like it was a bond between the race engineer and then to come to Ferrari and have like one of the funniest.
We are checking.
Grazie.
Also, because you have taken the last 1.5 hours in teaching me something about cricket and about football, I thought I'll do the same to him. We will do the same to him. 5 must-watch races. Okay, we'll do back and forth. I don't think you can like. You if you have a race.
Trying to bounce off y'all. Pause.
Yeah. So for me, like you start like 5. Like don't go beyond like 2000, before 2000s and stuff in general, because if people want to go find that online, you won't have resources on this. But a little recent. But if somebody is new and they want to know like not those boring races, but like 5, just like how you had the best innings of ODI types.
So
or T20 types, yeah.
I won't go to like the most obvious ones. I'll try and find something that maybe people are not aware of. Yeah. 2012 Canadian GP.
Is that the one with the most red flags and
the longest
Canadian? That's a very, very good race. One of the most eventful races. Jenson Button won from starting last.
Yeah, he was, I think, 17
somewhere he was. And that, I think he is the record for the most pit stops and wins or something like it. It was a wet race. Again, anytime it rains, it's like a epic race that day. And that's something, I think even Jensen was so surprised that he won. It had so much of going off the track and spinning and dramas and whatnot. So that is definitely worth watching. I will say the obvious one, which is 2021 last race, Abu Dhabi, which is Max versus Lewis. I know it's a meme at this point to talk about that race because everybody wants to talk about the controversy of that race. Yes, I get it. That race should have, in all fairness, gone to Hamilton. But Max did put up one hell of a season that season. That Red Bull was nowhere close to the speed of that Mercedes that year. Even then, even though like they've developed the car so much, a couple of weeks back, Hamilton had put a race where he started at 20th in Brazil and finished first. That's how good the car was, and the track. There were so many other factors. So in that race, at that, I think Hamilton took pole, and he was off in the first corner itself, and he built a gap. So that race, Verstappen had no reason to think that he has it. And the last 20 minutes, all hell broke loose in that.
Thanks to Mr. Gotifi, we owe you one.
Yeah. Everything that you learnt about Formula One was thrown in the dustbin, and suddenly you have a safety car and you have a random order of cars lining behind the safety car with number 14, Daniel Ricciardo, watching number 1 and 2 fight right before him. It was one of the weirdest finishes, but because it was the last race and the championship was online, it is a race definitely like you have to, as a F1 enthusiast, that is a race that at this point you should have memorized the commentary of the last lap. That's how important it is in the F1 lore for you to know and watch. Yeah.
Okay, so for my next one, I'm wondering if I go very niche or very cliche. I think I'm going to stick with cliche.
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
He wins in Spa.
Yeah.
He wins in Monza. Charles Leclerc, 2019. His first win at Monza, defending against Lewis and Valtteri.
Yeah.
One of the most famous Ferrari wins of the last 5-10 years. What an absolute. So, with our, as we discussed last week, with our slightly tweaked engine, we were at Monza, which is the fastest track in F1. It used to be, at least, it's still called the Temple of Speed. Charles defended like his life depended on it. He did everything that is humanly possible, and because it was a Ferrari in Italy, he didn't get a penalty. If it was anywhere else, he was getting a penalty. Somehow held on to that lead, defended against Hamilton, won, and probably one of the most famous pieces of commentary in F1, at least modern times.
I mean, shout out to Charles Leclerc's win in Monaco as well. While that race was boring, but the fact that he won and the commentary, because speaking of commentary, that was one of those iconic commentaries that will go down for generations as one of the most poetic lines of commentary. Context is Charles Leclerc grew up on the Monaco racetrack. That's how, like, his home was on the racetrack road, right? So the way the commentator, I think was it
Alex
Brundle. So he spoke, the boy saw the stands, being built as he was growing up, and then he told a white lie to his father, saying that he got into Formula One. It was a lie back then, but so it's beautiful commentary. I'm sure people prepare for these kind of moments, but that was also a good moment. But it's an honorable mention. I won't put it. I will put the race before the Abu Dhabi 2021. The thing is, just before Abu Dhabi 2021, there was a race at Jeddah, which is, I think, overshadowed by the fact that we had a controversial 2021 finale. The race before that had everything. So there is this, you've seen that meme where a girl gets a time machine, and then the girl goes to, grandma, something, and the boy gets a time machine, and they go to some memorable moment and say, don't do this. So in F1 terms, people say, if men get a time machine, they'll tell Max not to push too hard on the Sector 3, because Max technically would have won that championship in that race if he started first. And he has it is, if he finished that lap, it would have been the greatest qualifying lap in the context of that season. But he hits the wall little bit, and he I think breaks a suspension and he didn't want to make it worse, so he immediately stops the car in the middle of the road. It is one of the most heartbreaking laps that you'll see, because you're showing Hamilton that you can be better in pure pace, and then he messes out. So that is just the qualifying. In the race, mistakes after mistakes. Max is making a lot of mistakes, but it's not like Hamilton is having a clean drive as well. Max slows down and Hamilton reads it badly and bumps into him behind. And Hamilton says, "Oh, Max brake tested me." There's so much of back and forth, unusual stuff happening. That is a race weekend worth watching. What do you think?
Yeah, I remember that very vividly, because I think he overtook off track. I think he went deep into turn one.
Yes.
He ran Lewis wide, and then he was instructed to give the place back, but tactically give it back strategically. And then he tried to do that. Yeah, it was a messy race, but yeah, great race.
The last shout out I have is the Brazil 2024 Max drive. So again, Max in the wet. It is he had a poor qualifying because somebody crashed in Q1. So he had a Q1 exit and he had a Q2 exit and he had a 5 grid place penalty. So he was starting at 17th out of 20. He's flying, okay? So the coldest moment is that at that overtake after overtake is just clean overtakes in the wet conditions. And his championship rival at the time, Lando Norris, he's somewhere at 6th or 7th years. So he's asking his race engineer, okay, the race is gone, but I want to take that extra point for doing the fastest lap. So till last season, you had one additional point, championship point, for having the fastest lap of the race. So the reply his race engineer gives is, don't even think about it. Which is basically saying you can't match Max Verstappen here. That is the coldest thing an enemy can say about an op, which is, yeah, we don't have to think about it. Just focus on what you're doing right now, because you're not good enough to compete with Max Verstappen's time in this race and this condition. That is quintessential Max Verstappen, because a lot of people also say, see, when Hamilton also had this thing where people say, oh, Hamilton can only win from the front. He a dirty driver. He will push you off the track. And Max had quite a bit of that complaints. To have that moment where you start from 17th, he did not even bump into a single car. Every overtake was clean, tactical, methodical. And to have such a clean race at such an important time in the championship, it just shut all the haters up. That race, he didn't win the championship. He wanted the next race. But that race, everybody decided, okay, Max got the season done. There's no way Lando is closing the gap now. And Hamilton also had a Brazil GP masterclass of starting, because of him getting disqualified from qualifying, starting at 20th and then coming to 10th in the sprint, and then from 10th he comes to first in the race. That's also one of the I think 2021, the controversial season, man.
The rocket engine.
I think it's good to just watch the 2021 season highlights, because that was a goated season, man. I think that was one of the most, in the recent years, other than the F1 movie, the biggest turning point in the popularity of F1, because I know so many people started following F1 after that season, because they just heard so much about the controversy and then they just took a side. They either took Hamilton's side or Max's side, and they became fans of the sport. So, yeah.
Okay, we just want to say thank you so much to everyone that actually tunes in. Thank you for people that subscribe. Thank you for liking, sharing the content. We have a lot of fun doing these. It also takes some effort from our side. But yeah, we really appreciate when you guys say something to us. if you told us that you watched an episode, if you told us that you agreed or disagreed with the point. So thank you so much for watching along, and we will see you next week from your Benchwarmers. See you all when we see you.